Impossible. Nothing is impossible, my friend. People often call great ideas impossible. They dismiss them as fantasies or unrealistic dreams. But after more than a decade of experience, I have learned one thing. The word impossible only exists until someone proves it wrong. There was a time when many respected scientists believed that humans would never reach the moon. In 1955, Dr. Lee DeForest, one of the world's most respected inventors, stated that mankind would never travel beyond Earth and land on the moon. He believed it was beyond the limits of science, but history had other plans. In 1969, astronauts landed on the moon. What once seemed impossible became one of humanity's greatest achievements. From that moment on, space exploration changed forever. Lord Kelvin, another brilliant scientist, once believed that a machine heavier than air could never fly. According to the science of his time, gravity would always pull it back to the ground. Then came the Wright brothers, using simple materials and extraordinary belief in their dream. They spent 16 years building what became the first successful airplane. They ignored the critics, challenged conventional thinking, and gave humanity the gift of flight. Nature teaches the same lesson. For years, people repeated the myth that, according to aerodynamics, a bumblebee should not be able to fly because its body is too heavy for its wings. Yet the bumblebee keeps flying because it does not know it is supposedly impossible. The biggest limits are often the ones created in our minds. Wilma Rudolph understood that better than anyone. As a child, she was diagnosed with polio. Doctors told her she might never walk again, but her mother refused to accept that prediction. She looked at her daughter and said, "You will walk." Wilma chose to believe her mother instead of the diagnosis. She fought through years of pain, therapy, and determination. Eventually, she did not just walk. She became one of the fastest women in the world and won 3 Olympic gold medals. That is the power of belief. Now think about Albert Einstein. As a young boy, he struggled in school. One day, he came home with a letter from his teacher and handed it to his mother. She read it silently, her eyes filling with tears. Then she smiled at her son and said, "Your school says you are an extraordinary child. They believe you are too gifted for them to teach properly. From now on, I will teach you myself." Those words changed his life. Einstein grew up believing in himself because his mother believed in him. Years later, after becoming one of the greatest scientists in history, he discovered that same letter while going through old family belongings. When he finally read the original message, he was shocked. The letter actually said that he was considered mentally slow and that the school could no longer educate him. His mother had never told him the truth. Instead, she gave him confidence. She replaced doubt with belief, and that belief helped shape the future. The lesson is simple. People will tell you that your dreams are impossible. They will tell you that you are not smart enough, talented enough, experienced enough, or capable enough. Do not let someone else's opinion become your reality. History is filled with people who are told, "You cannot," and then prove the world wrong. Believe in your vision. Trust your potential. Keep moving forward, even when nobody else believes in you. Because the people who change the world are almost always the ones who refuse to accept the word impossible.